Hey, everyone. Hello, this is Wendy Richmond. I am the CEO of Results Matter Dental Marketing. And today I wanted to talk about, one of my clients, and we were looking at statistics. I'm really big on statistics. I have been for years and years now. And, statistics don't lie if they're measured correctly, and you can make a lot of and judgments based on statistics that I have found in my working with my dental practices. And the ones that are the most successful, and we're talking multi-million-dollar practices, they always are looking at their statistics. And I got to say that better, statistics. So the other day, we were looking at all the different, me as the marketing director for their practice, I have to look at all the marketing. And I did do a talk on that not too long ago, one of the podcasts about all the different parts that I actually that we track, and that I look at to see, are we trending in a good way? Are we, what ultimately is coming in from the marketing, and then how much of that is really leading to closed cases that people that actually accept treatment. Okay, and so one of the things that we looked at was when it comes to referral sources. Okay, especially for spending money on click, Facebook ads, or patient referrals, or whatever it is. They, want to know what is the ROI. So say, for example, if we're spending $5,000 a month on Google ads, okay, then we track whether it's with the call tracking number, when the front desk asks, how did you first hear about us, or when they come into the office and the treatment coordinator or the new patient coordinator actually works with them, they find out where they're from and then track it when we run reports, we can go, okay, say for example, we're tracking Google. So we see how many are coming in from Google. Now, of course, there's Google pay-per-click, Google organic, Google My Business. I mean, there's lots of different, even landing pages. I mean, there's lots of different ways that you can really hone in more, especially you can track all those types of things. But what we found, though, in looking is that Google, for this particular practice, brings in the most amount of patients, new patients, which is great. But then we start going, okay, well, how much did they accept treatment, right? One thing. And then what treatments did they accept for or not? And did they accept and for how much? So we really get detailed. And again, the best practices that I work with, they all track, even down to these details. Because say, for example, I'm the marketer, right? I am the marketing director for them. And if I don't know what is the end result, I mean, the name of my company's Results Matter, because it really comes down to the results. I need to do the tracking. We all obviously need to do the work, but we also need to see, is that actually coming to fruition? I mean, is there benefit to it? Is it bringing in more revenue to the practice? Okay. And so we looked at Google and we saw that, it's not bringing in as much. We're investing $5,000 a month. It's bringing in, well, maybe it's bringing in 2 times the amount, so it's a positive ROI, okay? But we were thinking, until you track it, you think, wow, all those new patients coming from Google must be good. And it's just like, well, it's not necessarily as good as some of the other referral sources that come into the practice. So, for example, Google has the most, gives the least, okay, and we invest the most in it. Doesn't mean we stop it? No. Doesn't mean it's the thing we're going to do much with at this point? No, actually. What we've decided to do was we looked at the other referral sources, and we found 2 of them actually return. So one is patient referrals. Hands down, patient referrals. So if you're watching and if you have a dental practice, or even if you are a regular business, whatever, I mean, your referrals from your existing customers are going to be the best people for you. And so we found that there's a minor investment in those, like very, very minuscule comparatively. It actually brings in the highest quality patients that are accepting treatments and accepting bigger treatments. So we're like, okay, patient referrals. If we're trying to find the big wins, or the constraint that is like, what's the constraint with the patient referrals, is we're just not getting enough of them. We need more. So then we work on, okay, what are some strategies to get more? So that's kind of one thing we're looking at. Then they saw also, this is a very specialized practice, and they get doctor referrals from other practitioners in the same kind of, that are like-minded. And they see, again, based on the statistics, based on the numbers, that doctor referrals are like key. So we're like, okay, so let's talk about what can we do to get more, because we're not focusing on it because we thought, oh, Google's doing so well, all these things are doing well. Okay, but we need more. And if the idea is to grow, well, then we find the areas that have the biggest gains for almost the least amount of effort, and even the most amount of effort, but maybe the least amount of money. Because even a doctor referral is more about time, going and spending time with them and having them know who we are, top of mind, all those types of things. And that might mean a lunch, but it also might mean just dropping by the office. Back in the day when I used to work in their office, actually as their marketing director for like full time in their office, part of my responsibility was to actually go out and visit these doctors to keep us top of mind, right? Keep the practice top of mind. So that's what, when it comes to refining and really looking at, and that's what I get paid for, more so than actually doing things, is the thoughts and giving a complete picture and looking at all the marketing and deciding from there, okay, what's working, what's not, are we tracking, are we not, how can we track it? Then we look at the statistics, and then based on the statistics, we can then make some other types of decisions. And so that's what I wanted to just, talk to you a little bit about today is, when it comes to looking at my business even, and the practices that I work with, it's number one is what's our baseline? What's our goal? So we need to know what the baseline is. We need to know what the goal is. Okay, so now we know, okay, we want to get from here to here. How do we do it? Here's how we're doing it now. Here's the different referral sources. How much money we're investing in marketing, if any. My practices, they do. And so then we go, okay, from what? Google, Facebook, patient referrals, doctor referrals, postcards, so whatever it is that they're doing, and we're doing, then we look at, okay, if we see that there are, a number of patients coming, great, but then we have to also track, okay, what treatments are they coming in for? That way we know what kind of marketing, what's popular, but also what we're focusing on as far as our marketing goes. And then say, for example, if we want different kinds of patients and or different kinds of treatments, that means we have to put out more content. We have to do more advertising around that specific treatment. And so that's another way that we can see what's working, what's not working, and get us more towards the goal of, well, we want a high quality patient for this specific service. How can we do that? What do we need to do? And let's look at the statistics of what's happening with each one. So for example, we have a specialized treatment like implants, full arch implants, okay? Well, we see with all the different referral sources that we are looking at right now, and we see of the ones that are scheduled and or showing, coming to the, right, we've got to track whether people show or not, what's the show rate, and then that's another that we work on. And we we see, okay, this many are coming in from for this specific treatment. Great. What can we do to increase that number? And then are they ultimately accepting treatment on the back end and giving us the revenue that we're looking for? So this is it's a great thing to think about as far as statistics, as far as constraints in the practice. And again, you can extrapolate this out to any business, because a dental practice is a business, and it must be run as a business to be able to help and serve more people. So with that being said, hope you could take something from that, and looking forward to talking with you next time. Bye.